What's up, guys? So I've been meaning to do this for a while, so we're finally gonna get some content up. We're here at Body Genesis. I'm gonna show them the gym a little bit. So we're doing a chest dominant press day. So gonna be a lot of chest pressing, probably one shoulder press, a couple auxiliary shoulder movements. Like we're gonna start with rear delts. Probably last we'll do like some side raises and stuff like that. So I figured this is a good idea for my clients and really just anyone who's interested in my training style, how I put things together, program them, and hopefully you guys like it and find it useful. So I figure long overdue. All right, so we're gonna start with rear delt flies on the pec deck. So we're gonna sit in the machine backwards and do them like this. We're gonna do a progressive series here. So we're gonna gradually go up in weight. So each set's gonna be a little more difficult. We're gonna shoot for like 12 or so reps per set. Now the important thing here when you're doing these to get the most out of your rear delt is you don't wanna pinch your back. You don't wanna bunch your traps up. This is one of the few movements where you actually wanna stay forward and stay relaxed in that way and just push out with your rear delts. So don't make these more complicated than they need to be. So we'll do 3 or 4 sets of 12, like I said. All right, so next we got a slight incline Smith chest press. So nothing fancy here, no gimmicks. Obviously it's gonna build the upper and middle chest. So on this movement, rather than doing what we did for the rear delts and doing a progressive series, we're gonna do a good old fashioned top set and a back off set here. So I'll gradually warm up, but on these warm-up sets, I'm not overexerting myself. I'm doing the bare minimum number of reps, and once I get to a weight that I think I can hit for a really hard 8 to 10 and fail, that will be my top set weight. And then we'll reduce weight by like 25% or so and put equal effort into a slightly lighter back off set for a few more reps.
Merkle with the 3-piece, let's get it. Would you rather train with Arnold in his prime or someone like Dennis Wolf or Ronnie Coleman?
That's a good question.
I know.
I could make an argument for either. I would say probably the new age guys, just because I think you could maybe, or I could learn more from them.
Yeah.
But then again, Arnold's like a bucket list type of thing. I mean, you know, how many
Can't
people
beat
get
it.
that opportunity?
Yeah.
So that's a tough one. I mean, then Ronnie kind of had his own insane brand of training. So I'd probably go with like someone like Dennis Wolf on that one, if you're asking me. So,
I like that. That answer.
Okay, so we're done warming up, and I've landed on the decision that I'm going to do 3 1/4 plus 5s. So as far as how that will go, I don't know. We'll find out. But the last time I did this, I did 3 1/4, and I was right around the rep mark that I wanted to hit. So don't be afraid to, make little bits of progress inch by inch. I mean, that 10 pounds I put on here is gonna feel like a hell of a lot more than 10 pounds. So on the Smith, not gonna use a spotter, not really what I advise doing, but Jake's filming, so
Yeah, I would.
We'll make it work, and I got the safety stoppers, so we're good.
Absolute menace. Let's go.
All right. So top set was a success. I believe 10 reps there. So everything was good. Felt good. Didn't feel too bad on my shoulders. Intensity was appropriate. Everything was good. So, like I said, the last time I did a top set with 3 1/4. Last time I did my back off with 2 1/4. So we're just going to leave that 5 on there for a little progression on the back off. Shooting for anywhere from 13 to 15 here. So we'll get after it again, see how it goes.
All right, what are the purposes for the back off? What you say the biggest benefits are of it?
Well, I would say a lot of people think like it's just for extra pump and blood flow, right? And that's definitely true. It's definitely a benefit of it to get more hypertrophy, expand the muscle tissue. But these sets, these back off sets, are just as important as the top sets. I mean, I view it as just another opportunity to get an intense set in, because if you put all your effort into a top set, you're not going to be able to duplicate that and do the same thing again that you just did, because you're going to be too fatigued. So, you're kind of just filling your potential again, which is inevitably going to be less. So
Nice.
that's it.
Appreciate it.
Next, we got plate loaded machine. So typically at this point in the workout, I'd like to do a neutral grip chest press. We don't really have anything like that here. So what I'm gonna do is set up in here and grip these handles pretty far in to get that middle chest. So we're doing progressive here, just like we did for the rear delts. So ascending in weight, the reps will be fixed. We'll keep it around 10 or 12. And honestly, I don't know how many sets I'll do. We'll probably just gradually go up until I can no longer hit that double-digit rep mark. So we're gonna film every set here this time and all the reps, right, Jake?
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, no problem there. Nice.
Okay, so something I wanted to mention about these hammer strength machines. I see all the time. I see people loading these things up with so many plates and clearly doing weight they can't handle. Sometimes you got to go for quality over quantity. We want to push with our chest. We don't want to activate our shoulders and our back.
There you go.
Next up, we got plate loaded shoulder press. So typically at this stage of the workout, I'd prefer to do like a Nautilus shoulder press, but for whatever reason, the one here hasn't been too kind to my wrists and clavicle and elbows, so I'm just opting for the plate loaded. But we're gonna stick to the same rep scheme here. We're gonna do top set 10 to 12 or so, and then back off set of 15 to 17. So I'm in the process of warming up conservatively, as always, and then we'll get you guys the footage from the top set and the back off set.
Here. Merkle rolling the dice with 5 plates. What's this all about?
Gets completely buried after 2.
Oh, we're getting massive.
Wouldn't be the first time. Yeah, like the deeper you get into a workout, the tougher it is to predict.
Right.
You know, because like you have all different levels of fatigue. So, you know, you sometimes you surprise yourself, and sometimes it's the opposite. So,
Here we go.
love to get 10. Okay.
8,
So-
not bad.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Not bad. All right, we got a plate loaded dip machine next. So we're hitting the underside of our chest with these. We got 2 progressive sets of 12 to 15, but realistically, just 2 hard hitting sets where we fail somewhere between 12 and 15. So in other words, if you do your first set and you fall a little bit short on the reps, you can actually go regressive and drop some weight. So then on your second set, you're back up to par with your rep range, and then vice versa. If that first set is too light, you can always add weight. And then it does end up being a progressive set. So really, we just want 2 hard, heavy sets here. So these are kind of nuanced. Everyone's like a different height, everyone's a different build. Me, I'm a little bit taller, so I kind of have to like awkwardly like position myself against the seat here, just so my chest is slightly angled towards the floor, so then I can take the meat of my palms and drive them right into these handles and push down and squeeze that lower chest.
Intensity 11 out of 10.
Yeah, added a quarter. That's all it took to make it much harder because you got the fatigue too from the first set. All right, moving on.
Sometimes it doesn't take much.
No. Next up, got cable chest flies from the high position. So we're going to be coming down to about waist level. I don't like how some people do them. They kind of do that sweeping motion straight down. I don't feel like that hits enough of the chest. So we want to bring them out in front of us and slightly down to get a full squeeze. So we've got a top set and a back off. We'll go like 10 and then 15. So one final thing, I like to keep my arms pretty straight for these. That just ensures that you can't cheat, because anytime you see a dude on like the pec deck fly or the cable fly, you see them, you know, when they start struggling, their arms buckle and they start hugging the weight, and then they're no longer isolating their chest properly. So
Right.
a little flex in the arms is okay, but for the most part, you want them straight. It just ensures that you're not going to cheat. Almost 10. We're right there. We're in the ballpark, so we're good. Okay, so got 9.5 on the top set. We're gonna hit our back off set now. Yeah, I backed off 2 pegs because I'd love to get like 15 here. So see what happens. Okay.
How many was that?
It was 15, but those last 3 were sloppy. That's just kind of what happens. Your range of motion diminishes and you can't quite get it all the way, but I'd rather do 3 extra 2/3 reps than just cut it at like 12, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, all right, one more thing. All right, finishing up, we got dumbbell side lateral raises. Again, nothing fancy here, just rounding out the shoulder aspect of the workout. So we'll do a top set of, we'll call it 10, and then a back off of 15. So arms nice and straight, coming out to, you know, a T, like 90 degrees. We don't need to go above that. We don't want to fall too far below it either. So yeah, that's about it. We're just gonna amp up the intensity, finish strong, and pump them out.
So what's going through your head with the weight selection here? It's at the end of the workout. What are you thinking?
I mean, it's a give or take situation. I'm thinking I'll probably use 40s or 45s. I did one light warm up already, so I'll probably touch something else and that'll give me a little bit better idea. Again, it's not a huge deal. Like, these rep ranges are kind of arbitrary. It's just to give us a goal so that the intensity's there. So, you know, whether I get 10 or 12 or 8 or whatever, as long as I'm pushing my body to its limit, that's all that really matters.
All right,
So,
let's get it.
yeah. Okay.
How we feeling towards the end now? Like 3 big booms.
Yeah, yeah, pretty fucking whooped. Yeah, I mean, the pristine appearance should be gone by the end of the workout. You know, you should be sweating, gasping for air. Those are typically good indicators. So we're gonna hit up these 30s and look for like 15, maybe a few more, maybe some partials. We'll see how it goes. Okay.
So what were those reps at the end? Just to get maximum failure?
Yeah,
The
just some
most out of it?
partials. You know, yeah, that's it. You're just emptying the tank at that point. You know, you're making sure you're not bunching up and using your traps. You're keeping the same form. You're only getting halfway. That's it.
Nice.
That's a wrap. So that does it. You know, we touched on chest pretty thoroughly. Did all our chest presses, one shoulder press, some auxiliary shoulder work, and that's it. Hope you guys liked it. Hope you learned something. That's all we got for you today.
Catch you next time from
That's
the
right.
Merkdiesel. Let's go.